1. This is very exciting, Stugotz.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years it has been. You don't sound excited.
Well, I get Bijlika every year. I mean, so.
Okay, I've got to explain to people what it is you're talking about because you just sound like you came down with something.
Defeated.
You came down with an illness. I get Bijlika every year.
It's that time of year
You
again.
need to explain to people first
Top shelf name.
that we are doing the spelling bee of NBA players right now. I get Bijlika every year. Sounds like either an STD or some sort of virus. Like, what's the matter with you?
I don't know why he gets so frustrated. Out of the two of you, you're the famous writer. You're going to be better at spelling things, but he seems to think that the game is always rigged against him.
He does seem to think that, and I am undefeated. That's not surprising, not because I'm a great speller, because he spells very poorly.
Yep.
I think there was a tie in there.
There was
couple
a tie.
of double or nothing.
Yes.
Said he got it to
There were
death.
ties?
Yes.
Well, that still makes me
I
undefeated.
mean, keep in mind he was an English major.
You're 15-0-1. Yep.
Never lost. How do we start? I'm rusty. Do we start with Stugotz?
So I flipped the coin before the show.
Is my father the voice? Incidentally, he's going
Always.
to be here shortly. My father is going to make an appearance later in the show. He's got a lot for the national media. He is pissed off on behalf of Heat fans, but he's the voice of this again.
So we flipped a coin to see who would go first, and Dan goes first. Remember, these names are randomly drawn. You're going to hear the name first, and to help you spell the name, please ask for it in a sentence.
Five per person, as I recall.
Well, maybe not so much.
All right.
Keep in mind, we have 2 teams locally in the finals. We've never had a...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So this is going to be hockey. Oh, no.
No,
This-
Let's get outta here.
No, they're randomly... I put in 40
I thought this
names.
was just NBA
3 of them
players.
were hockey.
No.
Okay.
So
right.
there's a
No.
good chance none of them
No.
get picked.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Let's
Okay.
start. Let's go ahead and start with
So
me.
who's first? You're
I'm
first?
first,
Okay.
yes.
Dan's
Can't wait.
first. I have presently about 4 rounds. Okay, so here we go. Dan is up first, name randomly drawn.
Cody Seller.
Oh, go to hell.
What? That was
Well,
a tough
that
one.
could be tough.
That could be, I mean,
Cody Zeller.
CODY.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
I just explained the
Can-
rules.
I know, I'm
Yep,
rusty.
it's fine.
Can I hear it in a sentence, please?
The next time somebody asks what makes Eric Spoelstra such a good coach, just tell them he made it to the NBA Finals with Cody Zeller.
My dad hit that
Great
with his,
emphasis
with
on the
his
Zeller.
chest. Yes, and a national broadcaster. CODYZELLER.
Cody Zeller. CODYZELLER. Cody Zeller.
Thank you, Papa. You're still bringing it. It's your A game.
It sounds a very Cuban name, Coriceles.
See, Cody Seller. Oye, Cody Seller.
I've got it 1-0 right now. It's still very
I haven't
early.
gone yet, of course.
Yeah. All right, so
Go ahead,
randomly
give me
drawn.
my first. Yep.
Here's
Can't wait.
Stugotz's name.
Bam Adebayo.
Go to hell.
Come
That's
on.
not. He's been in the market forever.
Come on.
Would you like a sentence?
Yep, I would.
During the Eastern Conference Finals, I wanted to put out the missing persons report for Bam Adebayo. But I realized the Heat would have been better off if he was actually missing instead of playing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Jeez.
Aggressive.
He had a good game last night.
He did have a good game.
Did he?
Well, he mentioned the Eastern
did.
Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, 25 points on 26 shots or whatever it was.
He was 1 for 9 in game 7.
no free throws.
We can't write anything down,
I mean,
correct?
the game plan was just make him shoot.
Bam
You
should
can
have
do
asked.
it with your finger.
Should have asked Adam
Not a
Silver.
pen.
You can
last
write.
night.
You can write it down.
Get Woj on that. Get one of the insiders on that.
You can see Dan still gurgling with rage that Adam Silver didn't make the
weird.
media's job easy.
Do your job, insider.
Bam should have told us in the post game.
All right, so right now, presently, Stugotz is writing it down because
I'm not going to get it.
he thinks this will help us. How do you not going to get this? Is a really. I'd say that's a pretty even draw. Cody Zeller versus Bam Adebayo.
Sure.
For all your complaints.
BAM. Yeah. AY. I lost already.
Bam Adebayo.
Jesus.
BAMADEBAYO.
I meant that.
Bam Adebayo.
Okay, so it's 1-0. Plenty of time for you to get back in this one.
Yeah, I know.
Give
Don't worry.
me another one, please. All randomly selected. And I really do feel like when he said we got 2 teams in this, there's an NHL player who's going to make an appearance here, and it's going to be unfair.
I highly doubt it. There were 40 names put into the random name generator,
Right.
and there were only 3 hockey names.
Give me mine, please. Here,
Bruce Brown.
God,
let me hear it in a sentence, please.
why?
I'm pretty sure Bruce Brown regrets coming on the show last week.
Yeah, probably
Why? I told him he
does.
had nice teeth.
You really.
He does have
He
nice
was hitting
teeth.
on him.
Also, I-Team investigation, we assumed it was Kyrie just because of Kyrie's history. Because Bruce Brown told us that the front office wanted him back in Brooklyn and that it was a player. He alluded to a player wanting him out. But there's like a weird love triangle if you follow internet rumors with Lana Rhodes
Yes.
and Blake Griffin
Yes.
and Kevin Durant and Bruce Brown, and all of them have Brooklyn Nets ties. So I'm just saying it might not have been Kyrie.
There was a lot of internet buzz.
Bruce in a list of good names there.
BRUCE.
It's
They-
mine.
Oh,
You gave me a head start. I'll take all his and then
I got dibs on this one.
BROWN.
Bruce Brown.
come in and steal mine.
BRUCE BROWN. Bruce Brown.
Put it on the poll, please, Juju. Are you surprised in any way that Stugotz tried to steal in a spelling bee?
I gotta be honest, these have been pretty easy so far. So, Stugotz, I think we can read a trend here. Here is your name.
Okay.
Omer Yurtsevin.
Oh, come on. Give it to me in a sentence.
You can do this, though. You can.
I can't.
You can.
I'll write it down.
Wait, the Miami Heat have a player named Omer Yurtsevin.
They do.
I know.
It surprised Bobby.
I know they do.
Do you realize how Yurtsevin would have dominated the 1960s?
Do you realize how long it took me to record that with your dad?
It sounded like it. It sounded that was not easy.
Can I hear the sentence again, please?
A repeat request for the sentence.
Wait, the Miami Heat have a player named Omer Yurtsevin.
They're going to have to throw him at Jokic at some point in this series.
Physically.
Instead of a chair.
Yes. Try to actively injure him with the Yurtsevin.
OMER. On to the last name.
Thank you for the play-by-play.
YU.
Yeah.
RST. No. Yurts.
Well, you put the S before.
Yurts, not Yurst.
YURTS. That's that. Listen, that's the way I had it written down here. Okay.
You're very close. You're there. You just.
This is
need-
the furthest I've ever been on this name.
You need
I
to
mean,
jump over a little speed bump here, and you'll have it. You
The
can
idea
get
of
this
you
one.
writing it down and still misreading it.
YURTS. EVEN.
That's how it's written here.
Omer Yurtsevin.
I lied, by the way.
OMERYURTSEVEN. Omer Yurtsevin.
Got it.
Judges, we're gonna give it to him.
We are.
We're gonna let's give it to him.
Thank you.
You're
The
on.
way I had it written down.
Yeah, all right.
Based on the way he had it written down.
Yep.
But I don't think there's an E between the S and the V. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Dan knows how to spell his name.
Ooh, okay.
Show off.
All right. Here is your word, Dan.
Yurtsevin.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That's for you, right, Jimmy Butler?
No, this is for Dan.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, it
getting
is
lucky.
for me.
I'm
Steal.
getting
No,
lucky.
no.
I'm getting so lucky. I need to hear that in a sentence, please.
8 years ago, Jimmy Butler joined the show to promote cereal. Dan asked 0 questions about cereal and 5 questions about being homeless as a teenager. Jimmy Butler has never been on the show again.
Oh, thanks.
That was an all-timer.
All true. He joined us on behalf of a homeless charity. I
It
asked
was
him.
cereal that was donating to unhoused. But back then you could say homeless. But either way, you offended him, and we've never had him back
That
How
is
long
true.
ago was that?
That was a long time ago.
Okay, because you had no idea he would turn into this. I mean,
I was driving to
That
college.
doesn't have anything to do with it.
does.
I wasn't.
It'd be
try-
nice to have him on
I
now.
wasn't trying to be indecent to him. I was asking him about the question I asked Jimmy Butler, because this is a fairly amazing story. 13 years old?
Let's not do this. Try to spell it.
I was driving to college listening to that exact segment. I was like, why is Dan not asking him about cereal? I don't get it.
Jimmybuttlx.
Jimmy Butler. H-I-M. Jimmy Butler.
Dan's wrong. I got it.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Now it is time for Stugotz. I think it's 1-1 right now. It's 1-1. So you've got a chance.
No,
I've
it's
got
2-1.
2-1, but an opportunity to tie
Unless
right
you want to
here.
give me Bruce Brown. I mean, I still
tried
have
to steal it from
He did
me,
lead
yeah.
you to it. All right, here is a randomly drawn name for Stugotz.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Kidding me? Sentence, please.
Stugotz. Just because you are losing the spelling bee does not mean you are allowed to spell Kentavious Caldwell Pope by just saying KCB.
Oh, wow. They have trapped you. That would have won. That would have been able to do it.
All right. K-C-P.
Oh, he did it anyway.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. K-E-N-T-A-V. Oh, forget it. Just KCP.
Wow, a stunner. Stugotz is right in the game right now. It is 2-2. And
this is a final round right here.
let's
Wow.
go. Let's see what we have.
All the marbles.
This is important.
Jeff Green.
Oh, come on.
Oh, so fortunate.
That's for me?
What is the sentence? Jeff Green last night dunking. Big surprise to me. Let's see.
When he dunks, though, he dunks.
Yes, he does.
Yes. All right.
That's true. Let's see what we have here.
Wow. Jeff Green still in the league. That's cool.
It is.
That's cool.
It is. Absolutely, Poppy. Jeff, and I'm actually not sure about this. Green.
Jeff Green. Jeff-Green. Jeff Green.
I was actually afraid there. I got scared because
Extra
he's
E?
got me rattled. I thought there might be an E at the end of that.
Right.
All right, well, Dan, you are ahead, and so right now the best Stugotz can do is tie, which in my personal record book is a win.
No, I would say this should be a double money shot.
All right.
Double money shot.
Wow.
money shot. Some people
yeah.
pay extra for that.
Moneyball.
All right.
For the game.
Okay, here it is. A big
Double
one.
money shot.
Randomly drawn.
Jonathan Marchessault.
Can I hear it again?
Jonathan Marchessault.
That is, that's a winger for the Vegas Golden Knights. We finally got a hockey name.
Jonathan Marchessault.
Okay. I mean, come on. Sentence, please.
Dale Talon gave away Jonathan Marchessault for nothing.
Bitter.
Can I spell Dale Talon?
It was real strong hockey analysis from my father, also accurate.
There's no way you can spell Dale Talon.
I think I can.
I don't know. I have my doubts.
Talentallon.
All right, that's right, but that's not your name.
Yes.
What? No, that's not your name. Jonathan Marchessault Show is.
Okay. Jonathan.
You know how to spell your name. Good.
I got to hear it again one more time.
Jonathan Marchessault.
Do you realize how
Marchessault.
ridiculous it is to have my
Marchessault.
father's accent? I have no idea how
He
close.
says it better than I say it. He nailed it.
Marchaseux.
Jonathan Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault.
You gave it a run, though. You gave it a run.
Sorry,
Green.
Stugotz. Another loss. The semi-annual spelling bee. I strongly urge you, if you care about all of this stupidity that we're doing around here, way too much about basketball, that you should find on the LeBatard and Friends Network, wherever it is that Tom Haberstroh and Amin El Hassan are making content for us, because Basketball Illuminati is something that is informative, and their basketball analysis is smarter than most I see anywhere, and it's also on top of that entertaining. And you see a whole lot of people everywhere breaking out. Stephen A. Smith is now doing a simulcast with the game. Amin and Haberstroh and Renee and Kate, there are basketball knowledge stars. We are very strong with some expertise around here, and their post-game show is out today. You should listen if you want to get smarter about basketball. They do it with Zach Harper as well. A couple of others, right? Because Charlotte Wilder was on today.
Yeah,
and
Mo
she
was helping out too. And
her analysis was better than anyone when she just said Denver has the bigger boys.
that was kind of my main takeaway watching too. Yeah. Make sure to check out our YouTube page and subscribe. YouTube.com/LeBatardShow. Very easy to find, just like all our social handles. If that's too confusing for you, just simply Google YouTube Le Batard. It'll take you right there. Subscribe to it. Click the live tab, by the way, if you want to watch the post game from last night, because as you mentioned, Amin was running stairs and it was live, and all that entails when it comes to Amin. You never know with Amin. There could be open tabs of pornography with Amin El-Hassan when there's a live post game.
Amin's body is also falling apart, though, right?
He's actually getting in much better shape because he's visiting the Iron Temple over here. He's on that liquid collagen. Like, Amin's looking good. The hairline's coming back a little bit, too, for our guy.
I was just told that he's struggling with some of the running exercises. He looks a little awkward that his back. I know he had to stand up for half the show last time he was here because he's too old to be flying cross country every week.
That's the thing, man. You fly 5 hours from Phoenix to Miami twice a week.
Yep.
That's terrible.
He's sore because he's hitting the Iron Temple, guys.
Nah.
He'd never lifted before, but he's been blessed by the IT.
You keep telling me not to fly, that it's like it's killing me, like it's bad on my body. Like, is there something factual behind that? Like flying is bad as you get older?
No, it's just that your body is deteriorating. We've been concerned about you in general.
How do you get to places?
I mean, it's a lot of sleepless nights and less rest for your body as you're trying to wake up early to make the show and make certain flights, and it's beating you up, and you're not.
So in that vein, though,
comfortable.
In that vein, though,
Drinks.
because we make a lot of fun of Stugotz, but he is flying all over the place. God knows what you do at the Dead concerts. Like, it can't just be that.
Let's just keep it between me and God, all right?
You have been flying a lot, and in the middle of that, something that we did not celebrate enough, and I urge you again, stupidity. Stugotz gets to rejoice with a champion coach who has coached his daughter during a very special, emotional year, that Stugotz has done some cool things in support of Rachel, flying all over the place to support Northwestern lacrosse. And this last weekend was a champion weekend for you, and it was emotional for you. And I saw a picture that was moving. It was genuinely moving, of you hugging Rachel because she won a championship, because you've invested so much in her and lacrosse as a teaching tool for helping a high school girl get stronger and have more confidence, because sports can do that for people.
Yeah, it was what made that moment really great was, for the first time, it was just me being natural. Like, I didn't realize people were taking pictures. I had no idea. I didn't care that people.
For the first time,
I'm always playing to the cameras, playing for the video, but this was just a raw moment between me and my daughter. It was a special weekend. It was amazing to be able to witness that with my other daughter, with Abby, with my dad.
Is that what you call her, other daughter?
With Emma, yeah. With,
non-champion.
This has to be the summer of Emma, Stugotz.
It is the summer of Emma.
We got to get a couple cars or something. Emma's got to.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we owe her big time. We really do.
Every week with
just some time.
Yeah.
Some time. She's like that. Just some time.
But you're chasing the trophies, though. You love.
Well, we got a trophy. So she's a national champion, and
I can't believe you said other daughter.
Yeah, that's a bad start to the summer of Emma.
Emma's good. No one has handled this better than Emma.
You should just start showing up at her college and just
June
watching
2nd.
her do whatever she does.
I know, but it's upstate New York.
It's June 2nd. Summer of Emma is off to a terrible start.
Also, Summer of Emma is filled with dead shows.
Summer of Emma, I just sent it to Chicago with like 4 of her friends. I mean, I paid for everything. What do you want me to do? It's her summer.
Maybe pay for yourself to go with her?
No, I need to stop flying.
Yeah, you do.
Dan.
Yeah, because it's killing you.
Well,
Catch-22. It's the summer of John Mayer.
But Dan, I wanted to go to all the games, even though Rachel didn't play that much as a freshman. I wanted her to know that she was not alone. I wanted to stand there. I wanted to support her. I don't want to just go to the games when she starts playing, which hopefully will be next year. I wanted her to know that Dad is with her through the good times, through the bad times, and also angling for a spot on the staff. I mean, that's what I really wanted. Rachel to know.
On Stupidity, you asked the coach to send you a ring.
Well, I deserve one. I went to every game, including that dreaded Marquette game. I mean, I spent time at Kenosha.
Yeah. The Kenosha Kickers.
Should we interview the coach to celebrate the lacrosse championship and just ask her how many things Stugotz has actually asked for from her?
Oh, Billy did.
I asked her.
I
asked her how many things he has been trying to push and ask. And she had a great answer, which was, I just have him talk to my husband.
Right, or I go through her husband, who's a good friend. But Billy is the star of that interview. He is.
Good friend.
He became a good friend along the way, I mean, angling for a spot of the staff, Chris. Don't forget, keep your eye on the prize.
I'm only like 60% sure you know his name.
Stupidity is where
Jason's a great guy. I mean,
Stupidity is where you can find the podcast.
Learning it's not Jason.
Coach. I mean,
Yeah, Coach works.
He's not a coach.
They're
is
both
he?
coaches?
He's a coach.
He's a coach.
he's a
on the staff,
coach.
too,
He's the
yeah.
associate head coach.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a complicated dynamic.
Nothing wrong
Well,
with
we
that.
talk about it on the
Ask her about that,
podcast.
too.
Yeah. Billy asked if her husband was ever on the hot
Billy,
seat.
seriously though, you love Stugotz and
I love you too, Bill.
and Stugotz lacrosse. God, we've heard so much about how he dominated Clark. He's got all the records.
His name's Scott.
That's unfortunate.
Middle
Scotty
name.
boy.
Middle name is Jason.
Scotty Jason Hiller. That's right. I forgot. I mean, always get those two confused.
Billy, he loves lacrosse, and his daughter is a champion at lacrosse, and he gave you an authentic moment, a photograph, hugging his daughter. Weren't you guys, so many daughters in that other room, weren't any of you moved by an authentic sausage fingers moment of Stugotz being a champion, grifting his way to the top of sports because his daughter's amazing?
I was invested. I watched it. Izzy was great that game. Maddie Taylor.
Yeah.
It's a great
I
core.
watched the entire game on mute, but I watched the entire game. I was looking for number one on the sidelines, and I was super happy for Rachel. Tears did swell to my eyes once that final whistle blew, just because I knew, oh, thank God lacrosse season is over.
Same here.
But I saw that picture, and yeah, I mean, we all have girls here. We're a room full of producers. No one can produce a boy, but we all have daughters, and that I saw kind of my future in there. Hopefully, not too much like what Stugotz looked like, but
Right.
it was moving.
I felt your love. I felt your support. I felt it from Billy. I felt it from Chris, Mike, Dan, Tony, everyone on the show. Jess. It was Roy. It was fantastic, and we appreciate it. It was. I hope all of you have an opportunity to see your daughter that happy at some point. Like, just true bliss. It was amazing to witness. And so it's been a fun year. I'm glad it's over. I don't have to travel anymore, but the dad is coming up soon.
How will the tone change if she doesn't start playing, though, next year?
I
it's,
put the coach on the
yeah.
hot seat. I texted him. I go, this coach should be fired. Like, why is your coach not been playing your daughter? You're only 12 right now.
There's a summer season, isn't there?
I know, but Billy assured her that he has his eye on the situation, okay? And I appreciate that, Billy. Thank you. That's what friends do.
What
for
does
each
that
other.
mean?
Bill's keeping an eye on it. That's all. I mean, Billy wanted her in the championship game, and I told her she played in the national semifinal game, and that was enough for me. I was good with that. I'm lying.
Madison Taylor getting all these minutes. Jeez.
And she's a freshman.
It was a blowout, though.
Yeah.
It was a blowout.
Could have snuck her
She's
in.
been consistent all season with that. I mean,
Well, it turns out that last year the coach blew a 9-point
Yeah,
lead in the
to
fourth.
North Carolina,
So they didn't want
right.
to repeat that again. Yeah.
to Carolina.
Stupidity. Stugotz, I got caught last night by the internet in a real compromising position. That's a terrible way to start a thought. Like, none of us, right? If you're in your social media a lot, or if you're addicted to it, none of us want to be in the portal of shame where the internet catches you, gotcha on something. But it happened last night at the Nuggets game. It's the game 1 of the finals, and a lot of people saw it, and it's just because the cameras flashed through, and you could see here that I was at the Nuggets game, clearly in disguise, trying to camouflage myself, trying to camouflage a secret allegiance that I have. I was there.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
You did the Joker
Clearly,
bit, Dan?
The Joker thing?
Come on.
You took this Tatum ankle sprain way too far.
No, I'll tell you where I am with this, though. I was rooting for, and they caught me, I was rooting for the Nuggets because, and you guys get mad at me every time I say this, I want maximum fear around here. I don't want them to just have it be easy. It's more special if you're afraid and there's losing involved. I want the story. I want the content.
I don't think I'll ever arrive at fear with the Nuggets. I don't know why. I mean, they seem like such a nice team. I mean,
Did the announcer say who wants empanadas? Because you're like raising your hand inexplicably in this photo.
What do you mean inexplicably? I was happy. I was
Because
joyous.
they asked who wants empanadas.
Was it like a gun? They were shooting him out of a gun?
It's inexplicably.
I would like one.
Valerie does like doing costumes and makeup. I can now come clean. I am indeed a furry. That line was in your headset, Stugotz. I heard it from Billy. Your headsets are that loud.
I know, but you said it first. I mean, slow down.
Am here for what I'm about to read to you. This sentence.
Please tell me it's the starting line for the Florida Panthers. Let's go SC1.
It'd be weird if you weren't here to read it.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp liked a tweet that calls Skip Bayless a piece of
POS.
This would be the most honest argument stuff that they've done instead of the wrestling characters that they are on television for entertainment. And it pays. There are ratings in just arguing two guys about sports. And that's what they did. And they did it well. It was not unlike what Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith did. And now they've broken up, Stugotz, because these pairings are hard to keep right, and there are some places where Shannon Sharp felt like his dignity was trampled in what it is he had to do to go opposite that guy and peddle some of the stuff that they were peddling. And you know, people wondered, and I don't know what the backstory is here because it seems like one of the bad moments, really bad, publicly and privately, I would imagine, if what you've done here is made Shannon Sharp feel like you've disrespected his humanity. When Shannon Sharp's been really good at a lot of things for a long time, excellent, and getting to where he's gotten from where he's gotten has been hard, like super hard, not just because of the industry, because like read about what he and his brother talk about where they came from.
Right.
And how impossible it is that he's climbed to the top of this in his 50s, looks like a beast, wants to fight the Grizzlies.
But he's bulging out of his suit.
I mean,
right now.
he's just a beast.
But I also think there's probably a part of Shannon like, hey, I did this thing. I helped build my media career. I could survive without Skip anymore. It's not worth the headache. I'm going to move on and do this thing on my own because he probably can, right?
Yes, but he can do that without liking tweets that call Skip Bayless a piece of shit, unless there's some stuff there that isn't gratitude.
I mean, I don't have the sound on, but Shannon's going to be there throughout the finals. They look like they're fine and have.
Fist bump yesterday was bad.
The
They had a
fist-
really bad fist bump yesterday.
Really?
It didn't even touch. What was it? They both reached in and just never touched and then just kept it going.
It is
It's
a
a long
Really?
table.
It
though.
is
It's
a long
table.
debate
Yeah,
desk.
but
It
they
is.
pretended that they did.
But did they try harder after the original not touching? Did they come back, try it again? Nothing. They just kept moving.
This is
They
important.
just kept it
They
going.
kept
I believe,
okay.
as though
Yeah,
had
they don't like
touched.
each other.
I'm
then.
looking at it
Yeah.
right here. There's no contact on this
Not-
fist bump.
Yeah,
No.
it's over.
Yeah.
Well, no, it is
Well, it
over.
is
We know
over.
that.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
important.
official. Everything's over. Yeah, all of
Stugotz
it.
just went to the
Sports
cliche,
media, it's over.
the cliche of it's over.
It's over.
When the reported a day ago, the buyout
wasn't over
reported
then.
that it was
They
over.
went to the air, and I
It's
think
over
they
now.
acknowledged that it's over.
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a run.
It was. And Skip did elevate Shannon. Shannon became more of a media star, now media mogul, and I think this is probably the right move for his career. I actually think Shannon gave Skip some social media currency that maybe he wouldn't have had Because when you think about what's gone viral from that show, it's more Shannon.
Oh, Mike, but I do think that one of the fascinating things about these guys are symbols, okay? Stugotz, Stephen A. and Skip Bayless are at the top of the mountain as whatever's happened to sports coverage. Debate, 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 argue, argue, yell, yell. Skip Bayless has had 2 monster runs. Hard to recreate what he recreated. He's a beast. He's an argument and a take beast. Like, he eats 3 meals a day. They're always the same. And exercises 3 hours a day. Crazy because and does takes the rest of the time. And devotes himself to nothing else because it's hard to stay relevant in that game. And he's 70. But now I could make the argument and would make the argument. Skip needs Shannon right now more than Shannon needs Skip, because it's going to be hard to replace Shannon Sharpe on that show. Go ahead. Good luck finding whoever it is that you're going to put opposite all of what that represents.
Speaking of that, who is going to replace him? I mean, just out of curiosity. Any ideas?
Should Stugotz?
I'll get yelled at by Skip. I mean, I have
should
no
we
problem
apply?
with that.
Should we figure out a way to make a public plea to get Stugotz to his next great grift? Stugotz has always had wandering eyes. Stugotz has been wanting.
Yet I stay right here, Dan.
I know. Yeah. But you've always had wandering eyes. You brought some other people into our bedroom, like the Golics. But you've had wandering eyes.
I mean, you've brought several in as well. I mean,
that's true.
Bomani.
That's true. Yes, fair enough. How would that go, Bomani against Skip Bayless?
That'd be good. I mean, Skip wouldn't stand a chance, but it'd be good. It'd be fun to see. People would like that because Bomani won't back down, and Bomani will absolutely shred him.
But you have to get along.
Do you?
I don't think you do. It's pretty clear that they haven't gotten along for a little bit. And you mentioned some of the moments where maybe the relationship went sideways. Publicly, we know that they had the DeMar Hamlin thing. That really fired Shannon up. I saw this clip of a Skip diminishing Shannon Sharpe's achievements and trying to embarrass him by saying he's not as great as Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback. Shannon Sharpe's arguably, prior to this generation, was the greatest tight end of all time. And he's Skip Bayless. Like, what exactly are you doing? And he's just insulting and living the bit, living the gimmick. So I imagine it gets tiring, especially when you're becoming the bigger star. Shannon's star has eclipsed Skip in just the media realm. It's long been bigger.
He's not as great as Tom Brady, though.
Yeah,
But he's not a schlub. Like, he's a top 5 at the position of all time.
Right.
Like, if there's a gathering of greatest to ever do it at their specific positions, Shannon Sharpe gets an invite to the gala.
But that's not an insult saying you're not as good as Tom Brady.
Oh, the way that he was doing
not
it.
Dalton Schultz.
No. So Skip Bayless found a way to make it insulting.
Dalton Schultz.
Isn't he the Cowboys tight end?
No, he's a Texan now.
He's a good tight end.
Get out of
He's
here.
a Texan now.
I know he's a good tight end. He's not Shannon Sharpe.
good, but I don't know.
That would be
You're saying he's a good tight
insulting.
end.
That's one
Right.
fewer weapon for Dak Prescott. Your
Insult-
thoughts on that contract?
You're right, yeah.
Insulting would be to say, and you'd be accurate in saying the insult, that all of today's tight ends are bigger physically and stronger than Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, but
somehow.
Shannon Sharpe,
even though Shannon Sharpe revolutionized the position, was
a
the first.
gazelle, Dan.
He was the first
Shannon
of
Sharpe
those.
could play today and be like right there with Kelsey.
He was the first of those. Oh, a tight end could be a wide receiver and totally unstoppable. Knew he was great and was Draymond Green. Like, was clear that he was going to have a broadcasting career because he was a trash talker. It's been amazing to watch his rise. I believe also he had to overcome like stuttering problems. I believe I have this right. And like just talking in front of people like confidently. And look at what he's become. And I wonder if I ask the audience now, if you liked that show in whatever incarnations that Bayless did it in, who do you put opposite him right now that you'd want to watch it the same way? Because you are hanging on to a 70-year-old star. Like Skip Bayless is 70, dude. Like, Kornheiser and Wilbon are still doing it, but the game is here. Shannon Sharpe is here to play a different game. Pat McAfee is here to play a different game. There's a different game being played right now. ESPN is slashing costs. There are going to be fewer and fewer of these jobs.
Yeah, but the same game is also still being played. I imagine Skip will make it work for the remaining term of his contract. I understand that there are people doing different things. You highlighted a few of them. But if you look at daytime sports television, it's that. It's debate television. Like, that's what works. That's what appeals to the audience in that day part.
I wish Amin were here to do his Emmanuel Acho.
That might be the guy. That might be the guy.
Really?
Yeah, it might be. Fox in-house options. It's got to be Emmanuel Acho, Chris Broussard, the usual cast of characters.
You guys,
Euchre.
it feels like you guys underestimate. To me, what would I know? But I really do feel you're underestimating. Who wants to work with someone every day, next to someone every day that they don't like so much that they would, on their way out the door, say Shannon Sharp. They would like a tweet.
I've done it.
Yeah, your laugh kind of gave that one away.
I love you.
It'll elevate whoever goes next to him because it elevated Shannon. And I understand, like, Shannon was this huge star, but Shannon had flamed out at a couple places. His media career got off to a slow start. And this format, this debate format, allowed Shannon to show off that personality that he had when he was a player. Like, for better or worse, for however annoyed he may personally be at Skip Bayless, his star did allow for a format that allowed Shannon Sharp to shine and finally fulfill his promise.
Me and Billy were talking about this. When's it going to be enough for Skip? When is he just going to be like, you know what?
Never.
I'm good.
Never.
When did we have that conversation?
Yeah, 2 days ago when you said, "Oh, they're breaking up," and I was like, "When's it going to be enough?" And you're like, yeah."
No, Skip Bayless, put it on the poll, please, Juju, at LeBatard Show. Will Skip Bayless be doing the Stairmaster in hell?
Say hi to Art Briles.
Perpetually doing the Stairmaster.
Oh, now he remembers, Dan. He couldn't help me 30 seconds ago, but now he remembers.
What an unnecessary correction from Billy.
This is where you exist. When you are in the hellscape that is Billy Gill among demons and Art Briles, this is what it is.
That's supposed to be.
You play defense against everyone and everything.
Defense wins championship.
Go to hell!